Welcome back to another edition of Kings of the Clubhouse. It is your boy Big Creeks, T. Loom, and Tommy Zachary, giving you guys another trio round of this little talk show we got going on, and we're going to talk some college football playoffs with the second round games coming on as of tomorrow. Speaking of college football, we made the first recap video of our first round picks, and I was the only one that lost. So. I went 3-1. The other two boys went 4-0. I guess we'll just hop right into it. Probably start with the Alabama-Oklahoma game since that was the first game that was on then for the first round. Actually, a really good game. Not really what I was expecting. A lot of people just kind of expected a blowout. Alabama did kind of, you could tell that they were the better team, but it wasn't as bad as a lot of people were thinking.
No, I mean, Oklahoma came out and punched him in the mouth. What was it, 17-0, I think? And then Bama went on to score, I think, 27 straight.
The difference maker and the what changed the game was that drop pass, that deep pass that what he would have walked in for a touchdown. They got outscored. What was the final for that game? They got outscored 34-0 after that, or 34-7 after that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we've had this debate all year long about Bama. Bama's still Bama to me until they're not. They got punched in the mouth. I think they weren't ready for it. Once they got settled in, though, that Bama team we witnessed in the last three quarters, I mean, if they play like that, they're going to be tough to beat.
Yep, I agree. They definitely turned it on. You know, once you get punched in the mouth, it's kind of, especially in the playoffs, there's no really coming, but like you gotta figure it out right then and there, and they were able to, and ended up coming back getting the win. So
dominated them in the second half.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, it was. They're gonna have another tough game against Indiana, but I mean, it's gonna help that it's at a neutral site. But we'll pop into the game that I got wrong. Miami and Texas A&M. I picked A&M. The other two boys picked Miami. Just a shit show all around. I think just wasn't a good game. That everyone was kind of expecting that to be the game of the weekend. Like that was going to be the really good game, and it was a dud.
They were a combined 2 of 6 on field goals and Texas A&M threw out 2 of them out there.
Was it that game that was scoreless at the half?
Yes, it was 0-0.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's when we got to our hotel. We turned it on like it's 0-0.
It was 3-0 Miami going into the fourth quarter.
We got to Chicago and we checked into our hotel room because me and Lou went to the Bears-Packers game. Gonna have some content from that game as well coming later in the week or sometime next week. But we got there and it was, why is this game still tied at halftime? Like we were very confused. Both teams ended up missing kicks. It was not a good game all around.
Yeah, it was rough to watch. It was one of those games where like, if that's not a playoff game, you turn it off.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Unless you're fans of those teams. And even then, if State was playing a team like that and was 0-0 and we got no offense, it's a hard game to watch. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like background noise at that point.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn it up and put it on my side monitor, and if something exciting happens, I'll look over. But yeah,
Zach, you're gonna have to carry the talk for the next 2 games because me and Loon did not catch a whole lot of them. They were on when we were tailgating, but I mean, we know the outcome of them. But
that's fair.
We didn't really see a whole lot of it.
So,
but with that being said,
Tulane Ole Miss was the same story, almost identical score to the first game. They just beat them off the ball from the very get-go. Like they were the better team. It was obvious. Pretty hard to. Yeah, the 14-0 at the end of the first, and it was a shit show after that. I don't think there's much to talk about the game. I think everyone saw that coming, especially with how the first matchup went. Just talent-wise, the difference in talent is remarkable.
There was a little bit of could they play down to their opponent with Lane leaving and their minds being elsewhere, but it didn't really seem like that at all. They came out, punched him in the mouth, and it's Them versus Georgia is going to be a good matchup. I feel like.
If they play like that, yes. I don't have a whole lot to say about that game. The score says it all. I will say this though: the late game, James Madison, Oregon was a shootout. That was so fun to watch. Like if they're gonna put up an effort like that, I'm fine with the power or a group of 5 getting in. The box score to that game was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was definitely a shootout, but I feel like it wasn't close, right? Didn't Oregon go up 21-0 like almost immediately?
It was 13-3 at the end of the first, and I think it was bad the first half. It was 6-30, 34. But I mean 17-31 in the second half. They kept it close as they could. They had 500 yards of offense. I don't think they punted. Did they?
Oregon?
Okay, no. So they had 5 punts, but I don't think they had a turnover. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
They had a fumble. They didn't have any turnovers. You have 500 yards. I mean, 12-2. You're playing a 1-loss Big Ten school who lost to the number 1 seed. I was content with how the game played. That's my personal opinion. If we're gonna get an effort like that out of the group of 5, then I'm fine with at least one getting in.
Yeah, I mean, definitely one. I don't think. I mean, obviously the Ole Miss Tulane game was a stinker, so it. I mean, not really a stinker, just a blowout. So yeah. I mean, the argument to have 2 of the group of 5 teams in there is definitely not as strong after that performance by Tulane. But with that being said, we'll talk about the second round games. All of them at neutral sites, all of them bowl games. Big, used to be the New Year's 6 bowls, but they're big time matchups. We'll start with the game on New Year's Eve, correct?
Yes, tomorrow.
Okay.
Miami versus Ohio State. Like we talked about it earlier, Miami's offense has to show up. I think it's going to be a boat race. I think Ohio State probably puts up 40 on them.
Yeah, I think there's just such a talent gap.
Yeah.
Even with a team like Miami, I mean, they're one of the premier programs, you could say. But there really is levels to it, and I think Ohio State is just worlds above. I don't see it being close from the start.
Yeah,
I don't think Ryan Day is going to take his foot off the pedal.
No, I think they're going to come out and punch him in the mouth, and I don't.
Yep.
I think Carson Beck's going to be running for his life. So
yeah, that's the only thing that, I mean, obviously their offense looked piss poor against A&M, but that's the only thing that you can.
They both have good defenses,
right? But you can. I wouldn't say give the edge to Carson Beck over Julian Sayin, but Carson Beck's going to have that experience where Julian Sayin, I mean, obviously he's a freshman, but he's going to want, it's going to be a little bit, I don't think it's going to be a big culture shock to him because Ohio State's played in big games this year.
Right.
But I think I could see him or Ohio State's offense struggling a little bit maybe in the first quarter and them figuring it out. But yeah, I'm going to pick Miami because I'm not going to pick Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
But I do ultimately think Ohio's probably going to advance.
I don't see Miami scoring more than 10 points. Ohio State.
I think it's going to be like
one of the best
38-10.
defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the better defense we've seen in a while.
I agree. We'll hop into the second game.
Ohio State, Miami.
Yep, Ohio State, Miami. We will put another graphic at the end of this with our records and our picks for this week, or these set of games. We'll hop into New Year's Day, noon kickoff. We got number 5 Oregon versus number 4 Texas Tech. What do you guys think?
This one's gonna be cool to watch. I'm sure y'all have seen the headline, the article. This is truly like your normal blue blood, good culture, built up team versus, hey, let's throw as much money as we can for a run one year and see what happens. And they're gonna collide, and we're gonna see who the better team is. Ultimately, I think Oregon. I don't think it's gonna be close, personally. Dante Moore's playing some of the best football in the country right now. The offense is clicking. Defense is looking really good. Texas Tech, I mean, they're solid, but I don't think they've really played a team like Oregon yet this year. I think they're gonna find out real quick. I don't think it's gonna be a boat race. But I could see Oregon winning by 2 possessions.
I think that Texas Tech defense is gonna come to actually play. I really do. I think their offense is gonna figure it out. I'm gonna pick Texas Tech in this game. I got a feeling that they obviously they haven't had a huge game this year, but in the times where they've needed to show up, they have. And that defense is really good. I think obviously, like you said, Dante Moore is playing some of, if not the best quarterback play in the country right now. But I think he's going to struggle a little bit. I know it was, they probably had not their starters in towards the end of the game and stuff like that, but giving up that many points to a group of 5 team just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. So I could see them or their defense struggling with Texas Tech, because I mean Texas Tech offense isn't bad. But I mean I just think their defense carries their team, and they have all year.
I think
I think if Texas Tech puts up 28 points, I think they could win the game.
Yes, I was just gonna say. I think if Texas Tech's offense can put points on the board, that's more than 3 or 10. I think they got a shot, because I think that defense is good. Obviously, we'll see how good it is playing a premier offense. But I put my name down at Texas Tech, but I'm taking Texas Tech too. Even though I would prefer a Big Ten team to win, just because I'm tired of the.
They're really Big Ten team though.
Theoretically now, yes. They still got to earn their stripes. Once they start playing some cold games in November, and then we'll talk. But
yep.
I got Texas Tech. Krieger does as well. Loom, the odd one out with Oregon. We'll hop to game 3, 4 p.m. kickoff. Alabama versus Indiana. The Rose Bowl. I'm taking Indiana. I think they're the team to beat this year, which would be so cool to see. I don't care that they've been bad forever, and it's crazy what Cignetti's done in 2 seasons.
Yeah.
You want it? I got it.
Go for it.
I'm probably gonna be different again. I'm probably gonna be the odd man out here. I'm going Bama.
In the South.
Yep. I live here. No, I don't think. I saw another article or a graphic or a stat or something. Mendoza, as good as a year he's had, I think when he's playing a top 20 or top 50 defense, I think in this 3 games he's played, he has 6 touchdowns and 5 picks. Everyone else, I think he has 16 touchdowns versus Michigan State, Rutgers, Maryland. So yeah, cool. He won the Heisman. Cool, he's got good numbers, but he hasn't put up good numbers against a great team. And I do think Bama's a great team. They showed it in the last 3 quarters of the Oklahoma game. They saw what they can do if they take care of the ball. They showed what they can do if they can get off the field on 3rd down. And I don't know if Indiana is ultimately going to have the playmakers on those big 3rd downs or on those needed stops you got to have. They don't have that guy other than Mendoza, and even then I think he's a question mark, who can put the ball in their hand or draw a line in the sand saying, hey, this is the moment kind of thing. And I think Bama's going to handle them pretty well. It's going to be close, but I think the game's going to be farther apart than the scoreboard's going to show, I think, and you're going to feel that.
Yeah, I mean, Cignetti had trying to play for the scoreboard last year against Notre Dame. Tried to keep it close rather than trying to actually go for it, it felt like. But I do think this Indiana team's better than last year's Indiana team. And that Indiana team last year wasn't an easy feat either. So I do think Indiana's going to take this one. This is the team out of the Big Ten that I would like how Zach said, I'd like to see them, go all the way.
I'm not going to be mad if they win it. That's
right.
Yeah.
If a Big Ten team's going to win it, I don't want it to be Ohio State. If it's Oregon or Indiana, I won't be mad. But I mean,
Oregon would leave a salty taste in my mouth just because, like Loom said, they're not
not
the
Big Ten yet. Yeah.
But I mean, I would like to see Indiana win it.
I think it'd be a very cool story and cool outcome, and just imagine what it's going to do for that program though if they beat Alabama and probably another SEC school and win a national championship. They're gonna have guys. They're gonna have 5 stars flocking in there. You guys got anything else for that game? So who you taking? Andy Kriegs.
Yep.
All right. Last game, the night game, 8:00. We got Ole Miss at Georgia. They're playing in New Orleans too, which I'm very glad that they weren't holding the game at Mercedes-Benz again. I was very worried about Georgia getting a home game. This is me going out on a limb. I think Ole Miss wins. I think Ole Miss stuns them. If they play like they did last week, like they look like they didn't skip a beat. Like it looked like Kiffin was coaching them still. I think if they play how they can play to their full ability, I think this game is close. I think it's more likely they win like a last second field goal than a blowout. Like if they're gonna win, it's gonna be close. And if Georgia wins, I think it'll be a blowout. I think those are the only 2 true outcomes.
It's fair. We made our picks, before all this started. Georgia's my champ. With the way they play Bama in the SEC championship game, when they've gotten their ass kicked year after year after year to Bama in that game, and they finally got it done in dominating fashion. I mean, this might be the best defense Kirby Smart's had. Gunnar Stockton is dialed. And like I said, they finally beat the one team they could never beat at that moment. It was the last game they've played. They look really good right now. Georgia and Ole Miss did play. I don't know what week it was. Week 7, I think. Week 8. I just pulled it up so I can remember. Ole Miss actually had a 9-point lead going into the fourth quarter and ended up losing by 8. And that's Kirby Smart's thing, adjustments. So I mean, he's already got a game tape on him. He's done it before. He clearly made the adjustment to go into that fourth quarter. So I wonder what this adjustment's going to be going into a whole new game. I think Bama's going to put BTA in this one, or not Bama, Georgia. They're playing really good football. I don't know if there's a team in the country that's going to beat them, and I don't think it's definitely not going to be Ole Miss. So.
Yeah, I got Georgia in this one too. I think they're the most well-rounded team. I mean, their offense and defense are both very good. I don't think one of them carries the other. I think, if Georgia's defense has a bad game, Georgia's offense is going to make up for it. And vice versa. Like, they're not super reliant on one of them, whereas if Texas Tech has a bad defensive game, it's going to be hard for them to win. I do think Georgia, like how Loom said, I think they're gonna be the champion when it comes down to it. But I do think this game's gonna be close. I think it's probably gonna end up being a 10-point game. Georgia kicks a late field goal to make it a 2-possession game, and Ole Miss just can't come back from it. And then I think it's gonna be, 10 Ole Miss guys go into the portal as soon as the game's over.
Yeah.
Or like as soon as it's over, which, I mean, you expect it with Lane leaving. Speaking of, did you guys see that he went to the LSU game and left before it was even
just
done?
to show face? Yeah. But speaking of what you said, I mean, Trinidad already has his foot out the door. He's one foot gone already. He made it known in his last presser.
And that transfer commercial, or like the AT&T commercial that they do with him in it, is gonna look so funny when he actually does transfer to LSU. Like, I can't wait for all the memes on Twitter. It's all those screen grabs. It's gonna be great. Yeah. So, but yeah. So we all got Georgia in that game.
I got Ole Miss.
I was active Ole Miss.
You got Ole Miss? Okay.
Ole Miss.
All right. So we got some
variety.
discourse on some discourse on all the games. No one's all picking all of them. So one person's going to be the odd man out on all of it. Probably going to be me, but
we'll see.
Just no ball.
You guys got anything else?
No, I think that's it. Just keep showing the love. Keep letting us know if you guys like these videos, any ideas you want us to do. Like I said, we're going to be talking a little bit about NFL going into the playoffs. We'll do a playoff preview when everything's done and set. And we'll kind of do the playoffs. And we'll kind of do week by week picks going through the NFL when playoff time comes. But yeah, I don't got anything else. You guys?
No. We'll put up a graphic with standings and our picks for this week. Comment down below who you guys got going to the quarterfinals. No, semifinals.
Semis, yeah.
Semis. Let us know whether you agree, disagree.
No, you were right. You were right. Quarterfinals. You were right.
Yeah, because 8-4.
Yeah, we're stupid.
Yeah.
So these are our opinions. Obviously, you probably think differently. Let us know though. We appreciate the discourse and the comments. Give us something to talk about too next time if we do have some disagreements. But we'll catch you guys.
One quick shout out, Gags. Make sure you comment. Let us know what time Notre Dame plays. I keep forgetting. So.
Yeah, Kings of the North. By the way.
We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.